Welcome back to Live Young Diecast. I'm your host, Chips McGee, and welcome to the Diecast Euro Cup. This is the Porsche Series Finals, and we've got Mr. Dark, Bay City Daryl, Sean DeLong, and Flip. Let's meet the drivers. Sean DeLong is from Code 3 Motorsports. He's in the 993 GT2 at 69 grams. Bay City Daryl from Bay City Diecast is in the Panamera Turbo S at 68 grams. And Flip from Flips Racing in the 71 Porsche 911 at 68 grams. And finally, Mr. Dark from Dubious Diecast Racing in the Taycan Turbo S at 64 grams. This is lap 1. Bay City Daryl's in pole position, and that's Mr. Dark up front, Flip in the rear inside, and Sean DeLong in the rear outside. And for lap 1, Bay City Daryl with a nice steady lead. Flip is pushing, goes for a pass in the pool turn. He won't get it, and they are neck and neck at the finish line. We'll have to go to the finish cam to check on our placements for first and second. That is tight. It was a 7.1 on the clock. So here we go for the replay. Flip trying for the outside, doesn't get there. And from this angle, it looked like Bay City Daryl, but we'll have to pause it and see on the freeze frame if we get, that's a laser beam on Flip for the win. So Bay City Daryl taking second, and that puts Flip in the lead out of the gate for lap 1. We've got 8 laps on deck for the finals. Mr. Dark is in pole position, Sean DeLong up front. All right, let's see what Mr. Dark can do from pole position. Sean DeLong looking for a pass, gets blocked out, and that's Mr. Dark for the win. Oh, and Flip tries coasting through the finish line, and he won't do it. Stalls out. Sean DeLong stalling out on the home stretch. Man, and Bay City Daryl as well. This was a tough one. Mr. Dark comes through the Vista pretty clean, and the rest of the pack just getting tumbled and tossed. My goodness. Well, that's a 7.2 on the clock for Mr. Dark and a triple DNF for the rest of the pack. Mr. Dark now in the lead with 7. And into race 3, Sean DeLong slides over into pole position, and that's Flip right up front. Here we go, race 3. And Flip with a nice lead, steady from the outside, blowing past the group. Sean DeLong crashes. He's going to hold up the rest of the group as Flip comes through for another win, a 7.1357 on the clock. And the rest of the group held up from Sean DeLong's wreck on the Vista. It is a tough section, of course, and it gets even the best of them. Another win for Flip, and that is going to put him with a substantial lead over the rest of this group. 10 points, Mr. Dark with 7. 3 to Bay City Daryl, 1 to Sean DeLong. He needs to get some points on the board as we head into race 4. And Flip now moving into pole position, and Bay City Daryl on the outside. This is getting hairy here. And Flip really accelerating and pulling away, leaving the group in the dust. And that is back-to-back wins from Flip. And a sub-7 time, 6.8251. You're going to see here on the replay, check out Flip's air. He gets some real good air here. Woo! Nicely done. Clean landing. That's Bay City Daryl and Sean fighting for it in the turn, but Sean DeLong comes out victorious for second, and that is Bay City Daryl for third, Mr. Dark for fourth, and Flip's lead stretches out to 15 points. Mr. Dark sitting with 8, Bay City Daryl with 5, Sean DeLong with 4. And we go into lap 5, and Bay City Daryl back into pole position. We're starting our second rotation here. Oh my goodness. that is Mr. Dark on the outside. He's fallen behind. That was up front, and he gets blocked out by Flip. Oh my goodness. Flip will cross the finish line, but does Mr. Dark. So Bay City Darrell pole position. That is Mr. Dark from the front outside, who falls behind a bit. And check this out. Right here, Flip just goes, nope, I'm gonna shut you down, but I'm gonna cross the finish line as well. Oh man, we gotta go to the finish cam, and that's a laser beam, full Knight Rider style, right there on the front of Mr. Dark. He is going to get third place points. Nicely done from Mr. Dark, pressing through that block from Flip. In race 6, we've got Mr. Dark in pole position. All right, Bay City Darrell closing behind Flip, looking for the pass. Bay City Darrell holds him off, takes second, Flip for third. And I don't see Sean DeLong. That is a 7.1 on the clock for the lap. Sean DeLong slowly. Oh, Flip pushes him over off the Vista jump, and he goes over for a DNF. Oh my goodness. Sean DeLong is not having a good day in these finals, and he worked so hard to get here. My goodness. And after 6, 20 points to Flip in the lead. This is nuts. Sean DeLong slides over into pole position. I think that is Flip up front on the outside, and he pushes ahead again, and the rest of the group pushed back, tangled up. Oh my goodness, Sean DeLong is not here again. Another sub-7 time for Flip. I can't even keep up with what is going on. This is bonkers. Flip pulls ahead with a great overtake on the Vista. Sean DeLong. Oh my goodness! Bay City Darrell just did a barrel roll, 360, landed in the turn, and recovered. Holy stuff! This is nuts! That's the greatest diecast racing move of all time. And that is 25 points to Flip, 16 to Bay City Darrell. Mr. Dark has 17. This thing is in the bag for Flip. This is essentially a victory run. And he flips on the Vista. Mr. Dark with third. Bay City Darrell taking second. I cannot even keep up. This is insane. Flip flips on his victory lap. Bay City Darrell takes home second place. And what a phenomenal position to be in, considering the intense competition you're up against here in these finals. So it's Flip from Flip's Racing, our Porsche Series Diecast Euro Cup champion. He will advance to the Grand Championship after the Lamborghini Series and the McLaren Lotus Series to follow this. It's going to be epic to have Flip in there with Golden Owl from the Ferrari Series. A quick peek at the 16 drivers who entered. Beautiful cars, wonderful work. Thank you everyone for joining us in the Porsche Series. And thanks for watching here on the Deep Eddy Raceway. We appreciate you, and we hope you will like, subscribe, and share. And as always, live young. Diecast.